My girlfriend texted her ex, "I miss how you used to touch me. He's so boring." She left her phone in my car. I forwarded the message to her mom and added, "Thought you should know why I'm returning her house key." She showed up at my work the next day furious that I'd ruined her relationship with her family. I, 28 male, thought I'd found something real with Sarah, 26. We'd been together for 2 years, living together for 6 months. Her family loved me. Her mom literally called me the son she never had at Thanksgiving. I helped her dad fix his deck last summer. Her little sister asked if I'd teach her to drive when she turned 16. Funny how fast that changes. Last Tuesday, Sarah left her phone in my car after I dropped her at work. She was rushing because she was late for a meeting. I didn't notice until I parked at my office and heard it buzzing under the passenger seat. I grabbed it to text her. I had it. We knew each other's passcodes. No big deal, but when I picked it up, a notification was already on the screen. "Jake, last night was incredible. Can't stop thinking about how you taste. My hands went cold." Jack was her ex, the toxic one she'd supposedly blocked everywhere after we got together, the one who manipulated and used her, the one whose name made her face scrunch up in disgust whenever someone mentioned him. I sat in my car for 5 minutes, just staring at the notification. Then I unlocked her phone. Their conversation went back 3 months. 3 months, some highlights. Derek's sweet, but God, he's so vanilla. Remember that thing you did with the ice cubes? I fake it with him sometimes. With you, I never had to. He wants to watch documentaries and cuddle. I miss when you just grab me, and I'll spare you the details. I love him, but I'm not in love with him anymore. You ruined me for nice guys. Lol. The most recent exchange from that morning. Sarah, can't wait for Thursday. Derek has a work thing. Told him I'm doing girls' night with Jess. Wear that black dress. Actually, don't wear anything. You're terrible. You love it. I miss how you used to touch me. He's so boring. I screenshot everything, every single message. Then I noticed something else. She'd been deleting their conversations and erasing his number under different names. Pizza delivery spam risk. Work it girl was running a whole spy operation. I sat there trying to process it. 2 years I'd helped her through her dad's cancer scare, paid for her car repairs when she was broke, held her hair back when she got food poisoning on her anniversary trip, and for 3 months she'd been Jake. I could have confronted her, could have blown up her phone, could have driven to her office and caused a scene. Instead, I forwarded that last screenshot to her mom. Thought you should know why I'm returning Sarah's house key. She left her phone in my car. Then I forwarded it to her dad, then her sister, then our mutual friend group chat, all with the same message. Was it petty? Sure did. I care not even a little. I drove home, packed her stuff into boxes and left them on the porch, changed the locks. She wasn't on the lease. My apartment, blocked her on everything, called my buddy who's a lawyer to make sure I wasn't doing anything illegal. He laughed and said screenshots of her own messages. You're golden. Then I went to work and turned off my phone. Update 1. I turned my phone back on around 3:00 p.m. It buzzed like an angry hornet for a solid minute. 87 missed calls, over 100 texts, a dozen voicemails. Most were from Sarah, but a solid chunk came from Jake. Yeah, the ex had the balls to call me. His texts were a masterpiece of douchebaggery. Bro, we need to talk man to man. You don't understand the situation. She came on to me. Don't be a about this. Sarah's text started, apologetic baby, please let me explain. It's not what teeth looks like. I love you. Then shifted to angry. You had no right to go through my phone. How dare you tell my family this is between us? Then went full psycho. I'm going to ruin your life. You're going to regret this. Jake knows people. Her mom called once, left a voicemail. Derek, honey, I'm so sorry. We had no idea. Her father as well. Just know you're always welcome here. Sarah won't be for a while. Her sister texted, holy Derek, mom made her give back the necklace. Grandma left. Her dad hasn't spoken a word since he saw the messages. Are you okay? The friend group chat exploded. Turns out I wasn't the only one. She'd been lying to our friend Mia revealed Sarah had been using her as an alibi for months. Told Mia she was seeing a therapist for anxiety every Thursday evening. Mia thought she was being supportive by covering for her brothers, where it gets interesting around 400p. I get a call from building security at my office. Mr. Henderson, there's a Sarah here in the lobby. She's causing a disturbance and demanding to see you. We've asked her to leave, but she's refusing. We're about to call the police, but she's insisting. She just needs to speak with you. My heart pounded, but I kept my voice level. Don't call the cops yet. I'm coming down. I went down with 2 coworkers as witnesses. Shout out to Tom and Linda from accounting. Sarah was in the lobby, looking like Adornado. Hit her mascara everywhere. Hair a mess, still in her work clothes, but disheveled. A security guard was standing a few feet away, arms crossed, looking ready the second she saw me. She launched, "How could you? How could I? What, Sarah? You ruined my relationship with my family. My dad won't even look at me. My mom took back Grandma's necklace. I sent them screenshots of your own messages. Those were private, so was our relationship. Supposedly, she actually stamped her foot like a toddler. You don't understand. Jake and I have history. Had you had history, have history too. 2 years of it. It's not like that I love you. You told him I was boring. I didn't mean. You've been him for 3 months, Sarah." The security guard stepped forward slightly. "Good man." Sarah switched tactics. "Tears, please, baby. We can work through this couples therapy. Whatever you want." "Whatever you want. What am I supposed to go? You locked me out. My stuff is in boxes on the porch like. I texted you 3 hours ago. This is illegal. I live there." "No, you don't. You're not on the lease. You don't pay rent. Legalier." A guest who's overstayed their welcome. She lost it, started screaming about how I was a pathetic, boring little man and how Jake was twice the man I'd ever be, and how she faked every orgasm anyway. Security stepped in. "Ma'am, that's enough. You need to leave now, or we are calling the police." He meant it. She looked at me with pure hatred. "This isn't over." "Yes, Sarah, it is." She stormed out, but not before kicking over a potted plant. Real mature. Tom from accounting bought me a beer after work. Dude, that was brutal. Linda added the part about Grandma's necklace. Savage. I felt empty, like not sad, not happy. Just done. Got home to find all the boxes gone from the porch. Also found my spare tea, the one I'd given her, shoved under the mat, bent in half. She tried to break it in the lock. First, there were scratch marks on the door. Ordered Chinese food, watched a documentary about serial killers, slept better than I had in months. But she was right about one thing. It wasn't over. Update to remember when I said Jake texted me about talking man to man. Well, Thursday rolled around, their planned hookup day, and guess who showed up at my apartment? I was making dinner when I heard aggressive knocking. Checked the peephole. Jake 62, Jim Bronack tattoo. The whole package. I didn't open the door, just talk through it. "Can I help you open the door?" "Derek, we need to talk. We're talking now. Don't be a. I'm not opening the a door." "Jake, fine. Here's the deal. You're going to fix this with Sarah's family. Tell them you made it all up." I actually laughed, made up screenshots of her actual texts. I don't give about the technicalities. Her dad's threatening to cute her off her trust fund. Man, that affects me. And there it was. Jake wasn't there for love. He was there for money. Not my problem. I'll make it your problem, Jake. I'm recording this conversation. You're on camera, threatening me at my home. I suggest you leave before I call the police. Silence. Then this isn't over. Why does everyone keep saying that he left, but not before spitting on my door? Class act. I did call the police, filed a report. Officer said, unless Jake actually did something, they couldn't do much. But having the report on file would help if things escalated. Friday morning, I woke up to texts from a number I didn't recognize. Hi Derek, this is Hema. I found your number in Jake's phone from the texts he sent you. He saved you under from work. Think we should talk? Oh no. See, Jake wasn't just Sarah's ex. Jake was apparently in a relationship for 2 years, living with someone. Emma and I met for coffee. She was nothing like I expected. Quiet, professional, worked as a nurse. She looked exhausted. I had a feeling, she said, staring at her latte. He guards his phone like Fort Knox. Always working late, always at the gym, always something. I showed her the screenshots. She didn't cry, just nodded slowly. He told me Sarah was stalking him, said she couldn't let go. I actually felt sorry for her. We talked for 2 hours, turns out. Jake had been playing both of them, plus who knows who else. Emma had access to his iPad synced messages. The dude had 5 different women on rotation, all thinking they were special. I pay half his rent, Emma said quietly. Half for a year. He told me he was investing his money in crypto. What are you going to do, Hat? Are you doing already? Done ended? It moved on? Then I guess I know what I'm doing too. We exchanged numbers. Not in a romantic way, more like survivors of the same disaster that night. Jake's Instagram stories were interesting, lots of posts about fake friends and snakes and karma coming for people. Then Sarah started posting motivational quotes about rising above and knowing your worth, and when God removes people from your life. My favorite was sometimes the trash takes itself out. The irony was lost on her. Saturday morning, I get a text from Sarah's mom, Derek. I wanted you to know we're getting Sarah into therapy. This isn't the daughter we raised. I'm sorry you got caught in her mess. Take care of yourself. I felt bad for her parents. They're good people. But then Sarah did something I didn't expect. She went nuclear. Update 3 Monday morning, I walk into work and my boss calls me into his office immediately. Derek, we need to talk about some concerning allegations. My stomach dropped. Apparently, someone had sent an anonymous email to her claiming I had been sexually harassing a coworker and creating a hostile work environment. The email included screenshots of texts that were supposedly from me saying explicit things to a female colleague. Problem was the texts were clearly fake. Wrong phone number, format, grammar I'd never use, and the kicker, they were dated from when I was on a documented work trip in another state. My boss actually looked embarrassed. Look, we have to investigate any complaint. Our IT guys took one look at it. The email came from a burn rack sent from a public IP address. They can't prove who sent it, of course, but the timing is a little too perfect between you and me. We don't need a detective to figure this out. I pulled out my phone and gave him the short version, the cheating, the confrontation at the office, which security had on camera. Jake showing up at my place. Jesus Christ. He muttered, you need to file a police report about this. This is harassment. HR cleared me by lunch. They even offered to help with legal documentation if I pursued a restraining order. But Sarah wasn't done. The next few days were a blur of petty nonsense. Someone reported my car as abandoned. It wasn't my ex before Sarah. We're still friends. Sent me a screenshot of a fake Tinder profile of me with a bio saying I was into some really dark stuff. Each attempt was getting sloppier, more desperate. But the real karma came that Friday. I'm at home when I get a call from Mia from our friend group. Dude, you need to check Sarah's Facebook. Now Sarah had gone on a full social media rant, posted a novel-length status about how I was abusive and controlling, and how Jake had been helping her escape a toxic situation. But she forgot one crucial detail. She was still logged into her Facebook on her work computer, and her company monitors social media usage during work hours, and she'd been posting this stuff plus messaging Jake during company time for months. Her boss was friends with several people in our social circle. He saw the post. He asked his IT department to check her activity logs. They found hundreds of hours of personal social media use, including explicit messages during work hours. She was fired by end of day for gross misconduct and misuse of company property. The best part? Jake dumped her that same night. Emma had kicked him out, and her lawyer's sister had already sent him a letter demanding he pay back the rent he owed when he realized Sarah had lost her job and her family wasn't going to bail her out. Her dad made good on that threat. He was gone. No money, no Jake. Sarah called me from a blocked number that night. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. She was sobbing. I've lost everything. Sarah, my job, my family, Jake, my friends, even my apartment. I can't afford it without you. I'm sorry. You're going through this, are you? You did this, you ruined my life. No, Sarah, you did that. I just stopped keeping your secrets I hate. You okay, aren't you going to say anything else? What do you want me to say? You cheated for 3 months. You lied to everyone. You tried to get me fired. You harassed me. You made your choices. I was confused. Jake made me feel alive. And now you can feel alive by yourself. I'm hanging up now. Wait, please, can we just talk as friends? We were never friends, Sarah. We were supposed to be partners. You treated me like an obstacle to your happiness. I'm done in being that for you. I hung up, blocked the number, filed for the restraining order the next morning. Thanks to the police reports, the screenshots, and the security footage from my work, the judge granted a temporary order almost immediately. Sarah was served the next day. We have a court date next month for the permanent one, but for now she legally can't come near me. It's been a few months. Now Sarah moved back with her parents in another state. Last I heard from Mia, she's working retail and in therapy. Her family is letting her stay there, but things are still incredibly tense. Jake is couch surfing, apparently getting threatened with civil suits from a couple of the women he scammed. His Instagram is gone. Emma started dating a doctor from her hospital, sent me a thank you card last week that just said you saved me years of my life. Her dad sent me an email, thank you for showing us who our daughter had become. We failed somewhere. As parents, I hope you find someone who deserves you and me. I'm in therapy working through trust issues. Started rock climbing, turns out I like boring activities. Adopted a cat who judges everyone as harshly as I now do, named him Gatsby because he's mysterious and knocks expensive things off shelves. My coworkers still call me Screenshot. King Tom from accounting brings it up every happy hour. But here's the thing about revenge. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't make you feel better. It just ends things, and sometimes that's enough. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people face the consequences of their own choices I didn't ruin. Sarah's life, I just stopped protecting her from herself. She called me boring. Maybe I am, but at least I'm boring with integrity. A good job, friends who actually like me, and a cat who only judges me a normal amount, and I sleep great at night. Funny how that works.